Hi everyone, so I am back today to share another journal with you. This is a journal that I have made using one of the blank journals that I was selling in my shop, and I decided to use one of them and decorate them myself. So you've probably seen me use this cover for the journals that I'm speaking about. I do have them in two sizes. I will actually there might be some available. I will put the link. Have a look at my shop. Just have a look at my shop. Anywho, so I haven't even written down any of the measurements for this. So it is 8 by just shy of 4 3/4. Has one signature, and I don't know how many pages it's got, but I'm going to be selling this, so I'll have all that information on the listing. So you can see here it is it's quite chunky. I do love this. This image is from the old design shop, and it is from the blog, so you can go over there and check it out. So you might see familiar things in this because of like having these up for sale as well, like the blank versions. So anyway, we have got a book page here, and then this little bit that's all been sewn on, and then we have, oh, I meant to put a little bit of string in that, so I'll do that now. Now, a lot of the little bits that I've used is from Creative Fabrica. I can put some of the bits into a kit. I'll have to have a look and see like what changes I need to make, etc. So, and there we go. Oh, I thought I'd just take that off there. Right, so this is a little like full envelope. You get that in the blank one. You don't get like the decorations, but a lot of the vintage ephemera you do. This again is from Creative Fabrica, and like I said, I'll have to have a look and see what I can put into a little kit eventually. I'm kind of got quite a lot going on at the moment. So here, some stitching, little label, I've put that on there. We have got a Grungy tag there, and this is from ARTYmaze. Is that from ARTYmaze? I think it is. Yep, some ARTYmaze. This is TaylorMadeJournals. Got a little label on here. These are Tracie Fox tags, the field knot slayed tags. Then I've just decorated them up a little bit. That goes in there. Love that. That is from like a whole sheet of paper, and I just took that. I used, don't know where it is now. Where have you gone? Oh, there it is. I used my little acrylic template. I need to wash them. I'm covered in glue. To mark out where I want to like take pieces of paper from. If you don't have one of these, you can make them out of acetate. Just, you know, make a couple of different sizes of them and just kind of draw around them, and you can see, like I said, it is great. I don't have anything at the moment that I can actually show you with. Well, I've got this, so if I wanted that piece, I'll just draw around it. That was the little folio thing that I made the other day, just in case anyone's interested. There's a video on that. Yeah, so they're handy little things to have. Then here I made, these are very large cluster tuck spots, and these were inspired by It's Probably Sharon on YouTube. I came across It's Probably Sharon just before Christmas, and she makes beautiful journals, and she shows like all her like journal ideas, like journal ephemera ideas. So I've just layered up a few pieces here. These words are in my coffee shop. These are going to be a kit soon as well. It's a bunch of ephemera, like vintage ephemera. There is plenty of spaces to journal. Then I've just put some vintage, it's actually a printable, but some lined paper, and then that is from another digital. Then here we've got a grungy pocket. This is from ARTYmaze. And then we've got a tag here. Again, that's Tracie Fox, and then I've just put that and that on there. That goes there, and then this, thought that would go well because of the butterfly here. Little half page, some vintage dictionary, vintage book page. That is from I don't know who that's from. I think that's the Old Design Shop, maybe. Can't remember now. Here again, another like cluster tuck spot, inspired by It's Probably Sharon. And then here we've got Tracie Fox tag. Made that out of some, well, used that little, oh, I've lost it now. Used that again and just put that onto some collage printable and just cut that out. These are in my members section of my shop, and the words are in my shop as well. Tracie Fox, and I don't know who that's from. I think is it the Old Design Shop? Can't remember because I've literally printed off quite a lot of vintagey stuff. Some stitching, middle of a signature, that's tied in a double knot and then tied in a bow so you can pull it, it's not going to fall apart. Another one of these. Then this ephemera, again inspired by It's Only Sharon, or is it It's Me Sharon? I think it's Only Sharon. Oh, I can't remember that. Doubting myself. Some ephemera. I think that is Artful Era Gallery, I think. Here we've got a little, that's a book page pocket. No, it's not a pocket, it's a little flip out. Let's take that off. That flips out like so. And we've got that in there. That's from the members section in my shop. A little piece there and a little grungy tile there. Grungy tile here. This is ARTYmaze letter ephemera. The vintage book page. That's from a really old lined notebook. You can tell it's old because of the price on it. It was like, now you probably pay about £6-7 for it, and it was like 40p. Probably from about the 80s, 60s. No, not 60s, about the 80s. Anyway, another large tag. And another tag there. We'll set that there like so. Just loved all the butterfly and the flower there in the black and white. Again, I just done a page there with that. That's 2 layers there. Little top tuck here, a tag, I guess check, and some ephemera, and that just all tucks in the top. Another one of these tucks, like cluster tucks. Love that page. And then here we've got some tags, Tracie Fox. That's just some grungy printable newspaper. Little tag. Again, little cluster there. From the members section. Little flip. So I made that little folio thing the other day, and now I want to make more. Got a little thing now coming with folios. Do you ever do that? Like you make something, you just want to keep making, like, not identical, but similar, different themes. There we go, that goes on there. Oops, another tag. Now that's just on there, so it's opened like so. Let's grab that, so you can tuck things behind there. So it's like another tuck spot. Little tag with little pieces as dangles, if you want to call that. Yeah, little dangle, got a bulb pin there. That goes on there, can hold it all in place. And then this was obviously like a ticket, and I just put the word hope. It says keep this hope, and I thought it's good to have hope, isn't it? And that's ARTYmaze. That actually flips out, so like so. Let's just put all this back now. Okie dokies. Right, there we go. And then that goes on in there. Like so. There we go. So, another journal. And like I said, this was made from one of the blank journals that I sell in my shop. If there's any left, you'll see it, or I'll tag it below. Okay. If you do have any questions, just ask, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.